Yes, today we will solve some numerical based on circle diagram for three-phase induction motor. Circle diagram for three-phase induction motor is an indirect method of testing where only two type of data, that is a no-load test and block rotor test. Data is sufficient to calculate different parameters: speed, torque, slip, character, efficiency, losses in stator, losses in rotor, at any desired percentage of load, no doubt, by constructing the circle diagram. If the circle diagram is constructed for full load current and given full capacity of motor, the data is available with the full load here on. Okay. So we will solve the numericals based on this one. Say the numerical is draw the circle diagram for three-phase, 6-pole, 50 Hertz, 400 volts. So the data is given as say it is a three-phase induction motor, 6-pole, 50 Hertz, 440 volt induction motor. Star connected induction motor gave the following data line to line. So the data is given by the no load test. No load test is given as 400 volt, means it is the rated voltage. Rated voltage is applied. Under no load condition, it draws 10 ampere and the power consumption is 1400 watt. Whereas on the block rotor test, reduced voltage 200 voltage is applied. It draws 55 ampere at 200 volt when the rotor is blocked, and the power consumption is 7000 watt. This is the data is given. One more relation is given. The stator losses at standstill is 60%. Whatever the standstill stator losses is 60% of the total losses. Of the total copper loss, and full load current is 30 ampere. Here the full load current is 30 ampere. Output of motor is not given, whereas the full load current is given. So from the full load current location, the next parameter is going to find out. Find slip, power factor, output, efficiency, speed, torque at full load. So it is a very generalized numerical. This numerical is helpful for finding, solving any type of numerical in the circle diagram. So start solving. First of all, we will calculate some values for which is necessary to draw. Necessary data is needed to plot the circle diagram. So here, no load from the no load test, W0 is 0 is stand for the no load test. It is a three-phase. It is √3 V0 I0 cos of theta 0. It is just similar to the open circuit and short circuit test on the transformer. Three-phase induction motor, also called as a generalized three-phase transformer. So cos of theta 0 is equal to 1400. This is the power W0. This is the 1400 divided by √3 into 400 voltage multiplied by the current is a 10 ampere. So the power factor under no load condition is quite small, as the motor is under low load condition. Is the power factor, no doubt it is a lagging. Therefore, theta 0 is equal to cos inverse of 0.2021, and it is equal to 78.34 degree. This is a very important data. It is to start how to draw the circle diagram. Now, the block rotor test. From this block rotor test, the full load, the current is 55 ampere. but this 55 ampere is 200 volt, whereas we want to calculate short circuit current under rated voltage. So block rotor current at normal voltage. So it is represented short circuit current at normal voltage is equal to short circuit current multiplied by V rated normal voltage divided by VSC under short circuit test. So it is equal to, what is the current? It is a 55, whereas the rated voltage is 400 volt, whereas the block rotor test is conducted at 200 voltage. So the short circuit current at normal voltage or rated voltage is 110 ampere. Similarly, the short circuit power, it is nothing but the copper losses, which is going, the copper losses that occur in the rotor circuit as well as the stator circuit. Okay. So similarly, we can calculate block rotor power at normal voltage. So in this case, short circuit power PSC at normal voltage is equal to short circuit current divided by short circuit current at normal voltage divided by short circuit current under reduced voltage bracket square into short circuit power at reduced voltage. As the copper losses is square of current, therefore we have taken the square of current over this one. So here it is 110 volt divided by short circuit full current is 55 ampere bracket square into 7000 equals to 28000 watt. This may be calculated as PSC at normal voltage is equal to V rated divided by VSC bracket square, because the short circuit power is the copper losses, and it should be is going to change with respect to the square of current multiplied by PS. So by any way, the answer is same. It is equal to 28000 or 28,000 watts or 28 kilowatt is the short circuit power. Okay. Now from the block rotor test, WSC is equal to or we can guess is equal to √3 VSC ISC cos of theta SC. Therefore, theta SC is the cos inverse of all these values, or cos inverse of WSC is 7000 divided by √3 into 200 multiplied by 55, and it is equal to 68.4 degree. So now this is the initial two values by which circle diagram is going to plot. Let 1 centimeter is equal to 5 ampere. Then we can say that here the no load current I0 is equal to 10 ampere. So 10 divided by selected scale. So it is for the 2 centimeter. No load current is represented by 2 centimeter. Whereas short circuit current at normal voltage, whose value is 110 divided by 5. So it is a 22 centimeter. 22. Is it correct? So it is the current scale, selected current scale is there. Current scale. Similarly, we can calculate the power scale. This is the current scale. Now, current. Now power scale. Power scale. Power scale is equal to, definitely it is from the circle diagram. So first we will start developing the circle diagram. I will draw here a circle diagram, how to plot, then see what is that changes, what are the actual circle diagram is there. Now, first of all, take the x-axis and y-axis. Okay. Now, first draw the no load current is 2 centimeter at an angle of 78 degree. So no load current 2 centimeter. No doubt we have to take extended, and this angle with respect to this x-axis, y-axis is 78.3 degree. So this is the no load current. Now from this tip of the no load current, draw a parallel line. Draw a parallel line with the x-axis. Draw a parallel line with the x-axis. Similarly, short circuit current at normal voltage is 22 centimeter, but it is at an angle of 68.4 degree. So here somewhere it is a 68.4 degree, and this is equal to 22 centimeter. And this angle is 768.4 degree. Join these 2 points. Join these 2 points. Now, say at any find the center of this line. This is called as a output line is there. Find the center of this line and draw the projection. The intersection of this point is the center to draw the half circle. Okay, so take the distance from point say C to the no load current I0, tip of no load current, or it may be the tip of full load tip of short circuit current at rated voltage, and draw the half circle. So this is the half circle. Okay. So by this way, we are going to develop the circle diagram. Now, here the circle diagram is shown for the same data. Here the theta 0 is there, and it is a 2 centimeter no load current I0. Whereas phi SC is the 68.5 degree, which is calculated. And the line O to A is the short circuit current at normal voltage, which is equal to 22 centimeter. Now, by joining the tip of no load current and the end of the short circuit current at rated voltage is nothing but the output. So this is shown by the red color line. It is an output line. Draw the projection of, find the center of output line and draw its projection. The intersection of points, say this point is C, say this point is C. Okay, this point is C. C is the center, or C dash is the center. Either from C dash to A or C dash to this point, no load current, draw a half circle. So this is the construction of the circle diagram. Okay. Now draw a parallel line to the x-axis line, parallel line to the y-axis line A to D. So length A to D represent the losses under rated short circuit rated voltage. Okay. So the power scale become, our power scale become, the length of the line is A to D is equal to say 8 centimeter. Here it is 8 centimeter. So under such condition, the power scale become length AD, A to D. This is A to D over here. Okay, A to D. So power scale is equal to WSC at normal voltage divided by length AD equals to. So here it is 28000 divided by length of AD is 8 centimeter equals to 3500 watt per centimeter. So power scale, we can say that 1 centimeter is equal to 3.5 kilowatt or 3500 watt. This is the power scale. Now, this one, say in the case of here, it is represented A, B, C. Okay. So the location of point B, A, B, somewhere B and C is here. B is, one is the stator copper loss, then the rotor copper loss. So stator copper loss is 60%. So measure the length A to C, take the 60% and this point is B and draw this line. So this is called as a torque line. This is called as a output line. This is called as a torque line. Okay. So the upper part is represent the rotor CU loss. It represents the rotor CU loss and this represent the stator CU loss. Okay. Stator CU loss and rotor CU loss. As the full load current is 30 ampere. Now full load current equals to 30 ampere as it is given in the numerical itself. Therefore, full load current is equal to divided by 5. So it becomes 6 centimeter. Okay. So take the distance from here in the compass and mark at equal to 6 centimeters somewhere here. So this will is nothing but the full load. This is nothing but the full load current, which is equal to 30 ampere or 6 centimeter. The angle between y-axis and full load current is the full load power factor angle. So now the full load power factor can be calculated very easily. So first we will calculate the full load power factor. First parameter, full load power factor angle is equal to theta f equals to, it is found 31 degree. This is the 31 degree. Okay, by the by plotting the circle diagram. Therefore, power factor, full load power factor is equal to cos of theta f is 0.857 lakh. Now, second part, we want to calculate slip. What is the slip? Slip is rotor copper loss, rotor CU loss divided by rotor input. So in the diagram, this is the rotor copper losses. This is the rotor copper losses at standstill condition or under the short circuit condition. This is stator copper losses. So if you draw the line from the intersection of full load current on the circle to the parallel to the y-axis, it is called as a, from this one we are going to calculate the different parameter from the circle diagram. So the distance between these 2 points, say B and A, is R to S. Is the, so under such condition, this is the full load copper loss, whereas S to T is the stator copper loss. Okay, so here R to S is the rotor copper loss, and rotor input is P2. This is the output. Okay, this is the output P2. From the P2 output line, P2R is the output of motor, isn't it? Then rotor copper losses. Then it is the rotor copper losses, so it becomes a rotor input, isn't it? So we can say that in this one, rotor copper loss is equal to RS divided by PS, which is equal to, if you measure the in centimeter, so it is 0.15 centimeter divided by 4.5 centimeter is equal to 3.3%. By multiplying the 100, so it is a 3.3 or 0.033. Okay, we'll write as a 0.033. So therefore, the full load slip SF is equal to 33.3%. Second parameter is formed from the circle diagram. Next, what is the output of motor? So from the circle diagram, output is nothing but P2 output line, P2R. So power output is P2R, whereas total input is P2U. This is the constant losses, that is called as a constant losses. So P2U is the full load, it is the total input, and P2R up to the tower output line is the output power. So here power output, full load power output, full load power output is equal to PR. The PR is measured as 4.3 centimeter. So 4.3 multiplied by the power scale 3500, that is 15.05 kilowatt. So the motor output is measured equal to 15.05 kilowatt. Fourth is the efficiency. Efficiency, output is PR, whereas input is total P to U. See in this diagram, P to R is the output power, where P to U is the input power. So it is measured in centimeter. So 4.3 divided by 5.2. If you multiply the power scale, so the same, or therefore efficiency is equal to this value only multiplied by 100. So it is 82%. Okay. So this is the 82%. Fifth, speed of motor. So speed of motor N is equal to NS 1 minus S simply. NS is equal to 120 into 50 divided by number of pole is number of pole is equal to 6 into bracket 1 minus 0.033, which is equal to 966.7 RPM. Now torque, full load torque. Torque is equal to from operating point P to the torque line. Operating point P to the torque line. So this is P to S. P to S measured in centimeter and multiplied by the power scale. So torque is equal to P to S is equal to 4.5 centimeter, 4.5 multiplied by 3,500. So it is 15,750 synchronous watt. It is not in Newton meter, it is in synchronous watt. So this is the torque of three-phase induction motor. Now in the numerical, it is given that the full load current is 30 ampere. Many times the full load current we are going to calculate by the circle diagram, but output of motor is given. So output of motor is given, it is get converted into the power scale. Say for example, it's a 15 kilowatt motor is there and 3,500 watt per centimeter is the power scale. So convert output into the centimeter, add into the line say D to A or A to B up to this one, and draw a parallel line to the output line. If you draw the parallel line, say for example, A is extended to the 4.5 centimeter, which is the output of motor. And by drawing the parallel line to the X parallel line to the output line, whenever it cuts somewhere, the intersection of this line and circle diagram is the full load current. This point is going to calculate the full load current. So this method can be, the output line can be calculated by this two way. Okay. Now similarly, the maximum input of the motor is, if you draw the tangent to the half of the circle, so here half of the circle, so this is the maximum input, and similarly the maximum output is the intersection of this line to the output line is the maximum output. Say in the second such type of numerical, here output is given. See here, the rest of the circle diagram as it is, only the output power is given, which is converted into the centimeter. Say S is the output of, A to S is the output of motor from the nameplate. Now draw the parallel line to the output line. The intersection of this line S and P, it intersect at point P. So P is the operating point for calculation of losses in the motor. Okay, and O to P is the full load. So similarly, O to P convert into the centimeter, multiply by the current scale, it will give the full load current, and the angle suspended between the y-axis and O to P is the full load power factor. By this way, the circle diagram is useful for calculating calculation of different parameter in three-phase induction motor.